الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض، وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله، فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء، والله على كل شيء قدير. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله، وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها، لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا، ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا، ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به، واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا، أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. قل هل ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا أولئك الذين كفروا بآيات ربهم ولقائه فحبطت أعمالهم فلا نقيم لهم يوم القيامة وزنا ذلك جزاؤهم جهنم بما كفروا واتخذوا آياتي ورسلي هزوا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا قل لو كان البحر مدادا لكلمات ربي لنفد البحر قبل أن تنفد كلمات ربي ولو جئنا بمثله مددا قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام، تباركت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه. لا إله إلا الله مخلصين والدين ولو كره الكافرون. ولا ينفع ذا الجد منك الجد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, for those who are going to go for the candidates program, it's still, I think the candidates are still there, and they will be going for a question and answer session right now. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wa salatu wa salamu ala ashraf al-anbiya al-mursaleen, nabiyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Tonight I would like to share with you a fiqh matter about how we do iqamat al-salah. Probably you have heard two common iqama patterns, right? One which is very similar to adhan, except that it has qad qamat salah, qad qamat salah. This form has 17 phrases. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, Hayya ala salah, Hayya ala salah, Hayya al falah, Hayya al falah, qad qam salah, qam salah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. This form was the form that Abu Mahdura, one of the mu'adhineen of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, used to do in his life. And it has its own authentic hadith. The hadith is in the Sunan, the fourth Sunan, which is Abu Dawud, Tirmidhi, Nasai, and Ibn Majah. And the hadith is authentic, and it is actually one of the form that Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has allowed. And this was adopted by Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah ta'ala. Now the second very popular one is a one that has 11 phrases, and it actually starts. It actually has just like how we do the iqama for in most of the masajid. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salah, Hayya al falah. Qad qama as-salah, qama as-salah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. And for that one, it was what Bilal radiallahu anhu used to say. And this hadith is also sahih. It is in Sunan al-Nasa'i, and it is in the authentic Sunnah. And it was adopted by Imam al-Shafi'i and Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Now there's a third one, which probably I haven't heard since I came here. And that third one was the popular a form in the Maliki madhab. This one is exactly like the second one, which is the short version, except that when you say قَدْ قَامَتْ الصَّلَاةِ, you say it only once. So it goes like this: Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, Hayya ala salah, Hayya al falah, Qad qamat salah, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Now, those three forms are all authentic. And actually, many of the scholars have said that perhaps, Wallahu A'lam, that the Rasul ﷺ has instructed the mu'adhineen to do to do them at different times and different places, so that people can do them differently. And it is actually one of the ways that we show the sunnah, that we do them, inshallah, at different times, meaning that sometimes we do the full version, another one the shorter version, and third one we do the Maliki version, inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله فيكم وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
Assalamu alaikum. Brother, we had one of the great program, Meet the Candidate. We had a commissioner was here, and we have many good candidate was here, and there was elected judges was here, and I want to introduce you some more people and to focus and listen to them for a few minutes. If you can please just take 2 minutes, because they are all praying.
First off, I want to thank you for this opportunity to address you. My name is Dan Simons, and I'm running to be your next Harris County District Attorney. What I go after is crime and corruption. That is my job as District Attorney, and I'll tell you this: when I sign up and I say I'm going to be here, I show up. I don't cancel last minute. My opponent said he's going to be here, he didn't show up. Somebody gives you their word, they need to keep it. And somebody not willing to come here and face somebody they're going against an election, how can you trust that person to protect you and go against violent offenders? Now, what I would like to share with you is this. I'm not the typical candidate. This is not the typical year. I don't fit the mold. I grew up homeless and in foster care. I moved in with friends that I met through the Salvation Army just to have the opportunity to be the first to graduate high school in my family's history. I come from a different background. After high school, I joined the military and became a cop. The reason I wanted to be a cop is because, you see, violent predators prey on the poor, the weak, and the vulnerable. And as a child, I was not spared. Between the ages of 8 and 15 years old, I was a child. I was a victim that nobody gave a voice to, listened to, or helped out. And what I want to change is every victim in Harris County will have a voice in the DA's office as the district attorney. Someone that will listen to them. This is what I tell you. After military, I went into business and later on decided to go to college. Went to Sam Houston State University, where I graduated #1 out of 1,108 students. And then I got accepted to Thurgood Marshall here in Houston. I graduated magna cum laude, passed the bar on the first try, and right now I'm running to be the first Thurgood Marshall District Attorney in Harris County history, so we can make history as well. I'm not supported by the establishment of my party. I'm running a very independent, moderate Republican campaign, and the main two supporters that I have is Commissioner Ramsey, who is out there fighting for you, fighting for your community every day against the Commissioner's Court, and I've got Mattress Mac. When our elected officials fail you, you can count on Mac. If Mac can count, you can count on Mac, and Mac can count on me, so can you. I would love to earn your vote and show you that Dan Simons is the district attorney that you want, that I can relate to everybody in Harris County, and I will do a fair job, treat everybody equally and fairly. So I hope I get the opportunity to earn your vote. Thank you very much for your time tonight.
And currently we have a Kim Ogg. She is our district attorney, am I right? Yes. And she's not in the ballot, so Dan Simons is actually trying to be our district attorney. Judge Landry.
I'm honored to be here, and thank you for your attention. I'm Michael Landrum. I am running for election as a judge. I was a judge before. I served for 6 years, and I was highly ranked by the Houston Bar Association and the attorneys of Harris County. Judges can't promise that they will rule for you, that they'll be on your side. All I can promise you is this: I will go to work every day and work hard to be sure that the law is followed in every case. I will not discriminate between people because of where they come from, what their last name is, what their first language might have been. Everyone who comes before the court is entitled to respect, to be heard, to have their opportunity to be heard. They don't have a right to have things their way all the time, but they will always have a say in my court. I ask for your vote. My name is Michael Landrum. When we finish here, if you will, please take one of my cards. Share my information with your friends and your family. And if any of your friends say, I don't know anything about judges, I don't vote in those elections because I don't understand, reach out to me. I will come and meet with your friends and answer their questions. My name is Michael Landrum, and thank you for your time.
And the judge position are very important, especially the civil court. So please try to support our judges that who are running for that. Mike Knox, you want to come? Mike Knox running for the sheriff, and he used to be a Houston City Council member.
Thank you very much. I am Mike Knox. I'm running for Harris County Sheriff. I was a Houston police officer for many years, and then I was a city council member for 2 terms. I was term limited out in December of 2023. I'm running for sheriff because we need a sheriff who understands his constitutional duties. The state of Texas has a state of Texas constitution. In that constitution, the state says that a sheriff is responsible for operating the jail and enforcing the law in the unincorporated areas of the city. Our current sheriff is not doing either of those. The jail is basically a sham, right? It's in shambles. We have narcotics going in and out of the jail all the time. We have a death rate there of 2.5 people per month die in the Harris County Jail before they have their day in court. That amounts to over 70 people over the last several years. The reason is lack of supervision, and that equates to lack of leadership. The jail has people are dying from lack of medication. If you come in with diabetes, for example, you don't get your insulin. They may find you dead in your bunk at some morning because you're not getting your medicine. These are the very minimum that a sheriff should do is keep you alive long enough to show up in court. The building itself is in shambles. There are 4 water towers in the Harris County Jail that provide water to everybody that comes into the building. 3 of those water towers are no longer functional. We're down to 1 water tower. In the event of emergency, there is no redundant service, which means, again, that's lack of leadership. We need to be inspecting those things. We need to make sure the building is functioning right. As far as crime goes, the only way to fight crime in Harris County is to have boots on the ground. That is, sheriff's deputies willing to respond or able to respond. How long has anybody in here had to call a sheriff for anything, sheriff's deputy? Okay, those of you who did, how long did it take you? It took you 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 hours before you saw one. Why? Because we don't have enough deputies. Our sheriff is not demanding that the commissioner's court do its constitutional duty by providing the number 1 responsibility of every government, which is their priority should be public safety. We need more deputies. We need more guards. We need a lot. We need a leader in the sheriff's department who can lead people, who can hold people's feet to the fire, have accountability, and who can be transparent to the public. And I can do all of those things. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mike Knox. I'm running for sheriff, and I would appreciate your vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Council Member Mike Knox. Melissa, you want to go? Melissa running for Congress, right?
Hi, my name is Melissa McDonough, and I'm running for United States Congress, Congressional District 38. 38, you're in 38 right here. It runs from Montgomery County to south of I-10, inside 610, as far out as Katy. On the north side, we are as far as Klein, Spring, Klein, and all the way to Hockley. So it's a very large area. I am a wife of 31 years. I'm a mother of 2 boys who both work with the Department of Defense. One in cyber warfare, and one is an aerospace engineer and pilot and reports to the Pentagon. I'm a business owner. I have been a realtor for 29 years, and I've been a brokerage owner in this area. So I live here. I bring businesses here. I know who you are. I've been with your families. I've been with your companies. I've been working on the Hill on my own time and dime in Washington, D.C. since 2004 to bring affordable health care, affordable housing, and consumer protection. Now, with my boys grown and doing well, it's an opportunity for me to just dedicate my time to you and work exclusively in D.C. I'm Melissa McDonough, and I'm running for United States Congress. Thank you.
And not last and least, you're running for the county, right?
Yes. Hi, I'm Jacqueline Lucci Smith, and I'm running for Harris County Attorney. One of the things that the Harris County Attorney does is it represents the constables, the sheriffs, and all the other elected and appointed officials of Harris County. We handle all the civil litigation, we handle all the civil issues, the contracts, purchasing. We represent Child Protective Services. I'm a county attorney that will be there to advise and provide actual advice and counsel to Commissioners Court and to keep the elected officials following the law. That's something they don't have right now. I'm a 30-plus year attorney. I worked at the county attorney's office in 1998 for several years. I then worked at the Harris County Tax Office under Paul Betancourt. I then ran and won and served as a Harris County Civil Court at Law judge. I've spent 30 years in practicing law. I love the law, and I hate to see it mutilated the way that it's being done. What I want to do is bring fairness, I want to bring accountability, and I want to stop the corruption at Harris County so that we can have fair elections again, and that you'll have a county attorney that represents all the people of Harris County instead of just the couple of people on the Commissioner's Court that have some pretty woke agendas that are not in line with our values. I'm asking for your vote. I'm asking for your support. My name's Jacqueline Lucci Smith, and I'd like to be your next Harris County attorney.
Thank you. Thank you very much for listening. Then please just remember that we have early voting here. Hold on one second. Let's sit down. We have early voting here, right? So when the early voting start, Mike?
October the 21st. And it goes to November the 1st, and then there's a little break, and then the election day is November the 5th.
And please, you know that our community vote a lot. I can tell you this. We are one of the strongest community who vote. So please make sure I'm not preaching you guys again. I know you guys do vote, but please vote again and vote for the right candidate who is lined up with us. Thank you.